Hi, my name is Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. Please go to jonieswhitelightshealing.com and you'll find out more about me. That's my website. I do in-person sessions for folks who are local to North Central New Jersey, and I do phone, Skype, FaceTime, and Facebook videos for folks who don't want to get out of their pajamas in North Central New Jersey, or for folks who aren't local to me. You could find me here on YouTube. Please subscribe and press the bell all icon. You'll receive notifications of when I put out another video. Like, share, and comment below. I love to hear from you. And if you have any requests regarding future themes of videos that I could do for you, please comment under any video and I will receive that message. You could find me on Facebook. Please like my Joanie's White Light Healing fan page. And if you'd like to friend me, please message me and tell me how you found me, because I don't friend strangers. You could find me on LinkedIn, Twitter, and SoundCloud. I only pull in the highest of Christ-like consciousness, meaning the ones who have had the enlightenment moments. I channel archangels and angels, ascended masters, guides, departed ones, elementals, star beings, and consciousnesses. There are no timestamps to this video, so since this is being made on September 16, 2020, if you view it on another day, Spirit knows who has watched, who will be watching and when, and the messages probably will resonate for you then. If not, I suggest shelving them because you might have an aha moment on another day after you viewed this video. Let's see if there's anything more. I used to be a clinical social worker and I didn't believe in any of this. I thought it was bunk. And I had an awakening and was gifted with abilities around 2003, 4, 5. My life changed 180 degrees and this is what I now do for a living. So I'm compelled to do these. I love what I do. I am a light worker here to assist in the awakening of humanity. And there is a new earth that is upon us, and we still have to get through some rough times before things switch over. So I suggest you hang in there, spiritually distance or witness from events, and remain in the now. So I would like to talk about the lottery. Why? Well, I've been talking about it with a friend about abundance and prosperity. And it reminded me of a YouTube that I put up. And it was a restaurant gallery event that I did at the Myersville Inn in Myersville, New Jersey, a few years ago. It's no longer there. It was bought out. And I was asked about the lottery. Actually, I don't know if it was Myersville Inn. It could have been the Glen Gardner Inn in Glen Gardner, New Jersey. That's where I think it was. I think I'm wearing a white blouse. Anyway, you could look it up on my playlist. It's under the lottery. And I had read something, I believe it was by Doreen Virtue, who said that people who win the lottery have probably pre-birth planned to have a very tough go at it. That when they receive tons of money, they squander it, that people come after them and not looking out for their best interest, and a lot of them are had, and they end up in straits and a ruination. And that I had tried to get the numbers from Spirit a while back, and they gave me one number short. So I went to the stationery store and I said, here are my numbers. They said, you don't have everything. And I knew that I was kind of being hoaxed by my peeps. So I thought for many years that one could not win unless they pre-birth planned to end up in a mess. So a spiritual friend came along who has won, and she has known others who have won. And she said, well, that isn't necessarily so. You could be a humble person, a good person, and you might not have pre-birth planned to win a great sum of money, but you could win, and it wouldn't necessarily devastate your life. Thought that was interesting. And then I remember a lot of the Esther Hicks channeling Abraham teachings about abundance is for all of us, and we all have that birthright. And then I remember reading about money being an energy exchange, and that's what it is for today. And that money isn't bad, it just is. And that a lot has to do with the underpinnings of the person. That if they see it as evil, or if they are ego-based, if they have an issue with spending or showing off, if they're not balanced, they could end up in straits. So I mentioned this to my friend and I said, you know, this is really important to me. It kind of confounds me. I'm bollocksed. She said, well, why don't you do a video on it? So here I am, and I'm going to go in and see what Spirit has to say today regarding the lottery. So I'm going to put my Joanie aside and bring in the highest of. They come in as one voice, and I'm going to see what we've got today. This is the new and improved version of what I had channeled several years ago. Here we go. So the first thing that Spirit says, it's all up to you. It's how you play the game. The conditions have to be a certain way. There's a method to this. A person, they have to come from a very focused place. I'm seeing a lot of focus, and I'm seeing a lot of determination and will. Some of the people who win have made errors before, so when they win, it somehow corrects errors. It's a balancing out of deeds that were done, and it lifts them and brings them back to where they used to be. It's a righting, a correcting. I'm going to see more. Many of the people who lose have fun anyway. They enjoy the spirit of it all. So the fact that they're participating, it isn't necessarily about winning. Their spirit enjoys the excitement and the getting ready and the perplexing nature of choosing numbers and how come they won and I didn't, and waiting around to learn what the winning numbers are. So many souls like the engagement of it and the spirit of it, not necessarily that they haven't won, but they're participating in this activity. Keep going in. So they're talking to me, but I think they're talking to all of us. You're in an experiment. And you're trying things out to see what feels good, and that each person, let's say entering into a lottery activity, gets to see how it feels. They consider winning. They consider what they will do with it. They consider who they are, whether it would change them, who would be involved, would they share it, would they tell other people, which family members they would help. And that each person that participates in this experiment grows, that there are many levels to this. Some people die, so I'm going to find out what that means. They can't handle it. Some people, really, it corrupts them. They go very low. So the die means that their spirit gets demolished. It just caves in. That they're not able to handle many, many aspects of this experiment, this activity. And they are not to go near it. That if there are people that are hoarders, takers, fear-mongers, they're not to participate in this type of activity because it elevates their sense of confusion as well as entitlement. I'm going to see if there's more. And Spirit says your brain knows how to do this. This is a law of allowing, that if you open yourself up and embrace more, and if you embrace love and you consider that money is love, if everything is love, then money is love. So if you open yourself up to allow love to enter in the form of money, you might find yourself redeeming a ticket. There are many people who have no idea how to do that. They have disallowed and they've pushed away things that are good for them. Therefore, they would not see a winning ticket in their lifetime. If you are open to receiving, if you are open to receiving wonderful things, if you like magical treats, if you enjoy hearing good news, if you feel blessed and you know that you have done well and that you are a good person, if you have acknowledged who you are in these ways, then it is possible for you to enjoy the rewards of the efforts of what you've put out. And I'm getting from that, Joanie is kind of interpreting a little that good karma put out begets good karma coming back to you. I'm going to see more. I'm going to go with it and see where this is going. So many people revel in the delight of knowing that someone has won. Many people are overjoyed. Their spirits rise up when they hear that there's a winning ticket. So people choose to win for other people to delight in it, and that raises the vibration of those that are despairing and gives them hope. That's an act, that's being of service. So if you are a winner and you have shared this and people know that you came into money, there are people that are down or hoping and they grasp onto your story and they bring it into their heart and they wish that they too will one day experience that elevation. So that's quite interesting. You're being of service by being there for other, by winning. I'm going to keep going in for more. There are no attributes to a winner: blonde, blue-eyed, svelte, meaning overweight, or anything, pigeon-toed, whatever the case. There are no earmarks for who wins. Again, it is the overall constitution. There's a story to this. The person has to believe that it's possible. They have to know that they are a true blue good soul, that they have earned it. That rewards come from all different places, including the lottery. And that expression, you have to be in it to win it, is of dire importance. They say it is so important that if you participate in your life, if you do good work, if you're introspective, if you try and heal yourself, you will experience miracles. And that's more of the macro of it. And the micro of it is the lottery. So if you are a do-gooder, if you are helpful, if you're helping yourself, if you're helping another, if you open yourself up to love, which would come in all different ways, including a winning ticket, you could find yourself redeeming it at the place that you bought it or wherever, some official site. It is very possible to win. One must believe and have faith and know that and trust that their efforts are noted. If you don't win, it doesn't mean that you're bad or you didn't believe. It means it wasn't your time, or it might not come in that way. It might come in another form. You might have the most basic furniture and you win something. You could win, someone calls up on the telephone and said, you're the fifth caller, and you had no idea. You just picked up the phone and you win a new set of furniture. You might find that people are donating things and they're in perfect condition, and you were right there at the time where the ad was placed, and you have that U-Haul truck or you have the van, and you're right there and you accept the brand new sofa and the love seat and all the things that go with it. So it's magical. That's the bottom line. This is opening your heart and your mind to believe that so many things are possible and that you are able to reap the beauty and the love that is out there, that is all of us and is there for us to receive. If you doubt it, and if you're down, and if you think that it is impossible, I believe that it would not be possible for you to win the lottery. One must be of a certain spirit in order to know that everything is possible, anything is possible, and that they too could receive a notification that they have had their prayers answered. So I hope that this assists. It definitely gave more detail. For me, a spirit came through with more detail than when I was in the restaurant. I was pretty much repeating what I had learned from another channel, but I had not personally channeled this information. So what I would suggest to you is do your due diligence by working on yourself and opening yourself up to believing that anything is possible, that love comes in all forms, including that of money, and that by participating in this activity, whether you win, you are also helping raise the vibration of the collective with your excitement. So I wish you good luck, and I will see you again. Bye, y'all.